that to turn on my navigation, which is selected to navigate on autopilot. And navigate on autopilot is really cool because it will actually go off ramps. It will switch lanes automatically based on driving conditions and keep me at the best speed and the best most efficient way to get there in the best time, which is just another unbelievable, mind-blowing software update. Whoa, come on. My head exploded so many times from this amazing vehicle. These cars are just beyond anything you could ever imagine. In my wildest dreams when I was a kid growing up, or my first cars, owning my first cars, if somebody would tell me that the cars would be doing what this car does in the year 2020, I don't think I would believe it. You know, what's really cool is, obviously I'm not doing anything here and I'm just chilling. I'm hanging out with you folks, and I get to just kind of rap and not really focus on driving too much. It's kind of, so autopilot is, in Elon's words way back when, he said this years ago, and I think it was a good analogy, was that it's kind of like when you're flying on a plane today, and for the last 20 years, most of the flying is done by the computer. It's an autopilot, similar to this. But there needs to be somebody behind the wheel just in case something happens. So the car will always let me know, you need to be aware, you need to have your hands technically on the steering wheel, but you know, and it does keep you up to date, keep you on your toes, that if you don't touch the steering wheel every few minutes, this thing turns blue over here, and then it will beep, and if you do that 2 or 3 times, then a big red steering wheel thing will come up and be like, bah, and you're shut down for that trip. You cannot do autopilot because you're a bad boy and you're like falling asleep or something. So yeah, so anyway, so my experience, back to where I was with my first Tesla, it was just unbelievable, game-changing, life-changing for me, and I was sold probably within the first 5 minutes that I drove the car. And today I just feel like the love affair doesn't end. It actually matures and grows, and I mean that sincerely, because the car gets better. There's always some cool stuff, some amazing things you can do, like for example with the screen here, when I'm supercharging, because there's a supercharger network, if you're not aware, I'm sure you are, where you can charge anywhere in those superchargers, and it charges like 500 or 600 miles in an hour. See that blue flashing light? That means I have to kind of touch the wheel there, and now I'm good because it knows that I'm awake. While I'm doing that, I can watch Netflix and chill. I can surf the web. I can listen to podcasts, do some karaoke. Yeah, baby. Yeah, this car can do, amongst other things, we can do karaoke. So it's real simple. I'm just gonna go here to music. I'm gonna hit karaoke. Let's see, what do we want to listen to here? Let's do something back from the 80s. Let's play some 80s music. Or some Billy Joel. Let's get some Billy Joel going. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too wide? Maybe I should buy some old tab collars. Welcome back to the age of jive. Continental, hot funk, cool punk. Even if it's old junk, still rock and roll to me. China girl. Guys, is this fun or what? And when I get excited, my little China girl says, oh baby, just you shut your mouth. She says, shh. She says, this car does everything. This man thought of everything. He has disrupted this industry. How could a guy who knows nothing about rocketry start SpaceX and literally dominate? He is the dominant force in the world for launching rockets and space exploration, sending both satellites, cargo, and now humans with Bob and Doug from NASA. Bob Hurley and Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken. I'm sorry, yeah, got it. Those are my two buddies. So how does he do that? You know how he does it? Because the way he thinks, when he comes into the boardroom of GM, he's the most dangerous guy in the room. Why? Because he thinks very differently than all of them. And why does he think differently? He doesn't have all those preconceived notions that everybody's stuck in their glass ceiling, their mental, their mindset, their limiting beliefs on doing things the way they're done because they've always been done that way. And he comes in with a fresh perspective and completely disrupts the industries, any industry. So it's not like this was his first rodeo with Tesla here. He did it with PayPal too. He did something that no one believed could be done. He wanted to make a bank online with PayPal. And everybody said he couldn't do it. And guess what? He did it. SpaceX was designed, and most people don't realize that it was made and designed for one purpose: to help make the human race make us a multi-planetary race and create a civilization on Mars. That's why he's been schlepping cargo to the space station and sending up satellites for the past better part of 18 years. And he started SpaceX in just 18 years ago, 2002. He was out of money. He was $200,000 away from bankruptcy. It was if you read his book, I highly recommend it, his autobiography. He was one pay period away from going out of business. And his rockets had failed. The Falcon 1 exploded. Yeah, famously. And then his third one worked. And he only had enough for that one last trip. And if it failed, he would have been done. And the same thing with Tesla. The point is, he was all in. And he believes in himself. And it's not about money. And you'll know that about all people who are super successful. Guys like Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk. Money is not a factor to them. They don't have a passion for money. As a matter of fact, Elon just literally a month ago, or less than a month ago, just put all his houses up for sale. And he doesn't want to own any property whatsoever because he feels that it ties him down. Money only solves the problems that not having it creates. His ability and focus and passion to change and disrupt society on a massive scale. And that's what he does every single day in so many different ways. And this is the fruit of his labor. And that's why I'm just the happiest camper in the world. Like, I love Elon Musk. I would marry him if he had a vagina. Let's be honest. Maybe not. Maybe even not. No, I'm just kidding. I need the vagina. Women, totally straight, but not that being gay is, and nothing wrong with that at all. But I'll just take my foot out of my mouth.